G'day guys, Vincent here. We're sitting underneath the awning of my four-wheel drive and I'm going to be showing you a bit about the car today, exactly what we've put into it, how we use it and how we've built it into what it is today. Basically, back in 2018, I went for a trip up to the Cape with my dad for his 50th birthday, and ever since then I've been hooked on four-wheel driving, camping. As soon as I got back, we went to the nearest dealership, bought a second-hand ute. Didn't go and spend heaps and heaps of money, kept it within my budget, ended up with 2012 MN Triton 2.5 litre turbo diesel, and I'll show you exactly what we've put into it. When I bought it, it was absolutely stock as a rock. I haven't really built this to go up the biggest four-wheel drive tracks in Australia. It's mainly just to go touring, get to some pretty cool spots and have all the creature comforts in it at the same time. Starting here, got the 32-inch tyres on the front, you've got a 2-inch lift under there, 350 kilo springs in the rear for all the weight that we've put on there. Side steps, side rails to protect it along the four-wheel drive tracks. Got the fishing rod holders on the front, which I just mounted on there myself. They slot in, usually tie them up to the roof racks, and that way they're not in the passenger seat banging up against your missus' legs, getting her all annoyed. So got another LED light bar on the front as well as on the roof racks there. That lights up the whole road, you can see for miles. We've also mounted a 130 watt Shervy solar panel to the Pro Rack roof racks up there too. So just makes use of space. Obviously you got the rooftop tent on the canopy, so that worked out the best spot for it. So as you can see on the front here, the only thing really missing is a decent winch. I haven't got one of those yet. We'll end up taking the bull bar off, fitting a winch, and at the same time probably fitting a new bigger intercooler at the front as well. And hopefully I'll show you guys a video on exactly how we do that too. So we've also got the Triton stainless steel bash plates underneath. They work really well. We've smashed those up against some rocks and they've already paid for themselves. Says Triton, so you'd know it's tough for sure. We've got the snorkel on the side there. That's the only thing I didn't want to fit myself. I didn't really feel like cutting a massive hole in the side of the panel, so I thought I'd let somebody else do that. Righto, so in the inside, it's pretty basic. It's just a base model car. It's a GLX, it's nothing fancy. Basically, we've got the Heyman Reese brake controller over here for when we're towing trailers. We've got a little switch to turn both the LED light bars on. The handheld Uniden UHF, got all of the buttons on the handheld, makes it a bit easier to use. And also the coolest feature is probably the reversing camera. So that just goes over my rear view mirror. Obviously that's no use to me anymore with the canopy on the back. And as soon as I chuck it in reverse, comes on with the lines up there. And also you can just have it on to make sure there's no one behind you when you're reversing. So obviously because we've added all of the heavy items on it, like the bull bar, the train canopy setup, it's got a bit more weight to it, makes it a bit more sluggish. So we have had an ECU remap done on it by Remap Solutions and just makes it go so much better. It's also got a 3-inch exhaust system on it as well. And then also the Bendix heavy duty brake upgrade kit installed as well, which just makes it stop on the dime. So something that you got to think about when you're adding all that weight on there, just how you're going to stop and how you're going to get going, makes my life a lot easier when I'm driving it around day to day. So that's pretty much it inside. So everything is 100% road legal on this vehicle, except for the fishing rod holders, believe it or not. Got the shower tent as well, takes 7 seconds to set up, peg it down, gives you heaps of privacy. Missus can have a shower, makes life great when camping. Up top, we've got the massive Dashi Panorama 1400 rooftop tent. So that's a bit of a new feature. We only bought that not long ago. Beats camping in a swag, that's for sure, and super easy to set out. Heaps of room. We have some lights and some fans up there when we're sleeping if it's quite hot. So let's take a look at the whole tray and canopy setup. Basically, we've put a lot of hours into this, done a lot of work ourselves, and that's where we've saved a lot of money as well. This tray here, I actually bought it for $50. It was off a single cab Hilux. We cut it down, bent it up, made it work how we needed it to. My brother helped me respray it all, and it's a 1600 long canopy, sorry, 1600 long tray. The canopy is 1200 long, and you've still got absolutely everything in there that you need when you're out camping. So basically we've got the hot water shower, it's the gas hot water system, it's instantaneous. Basically it's on a big TV bracket bolted on the back. I just fold that out like that so it's got somewhere for the ventilation to go. Plug it into the gas bottle on the back, plug it into the water outlet there, and then I've also got a little 12-volt pump underneath, which is basically what runs this system, and then the light in there too. So that'll fold back in there like that. And then basically in the rest of the canopy, we've insulated it all. We use the lightest marine ply we could find, all carpeted all around. It looks nice and neat. You can screw things in, take them out, and you wouldn't even notice. We've got a full Victron power system. So I just custom made this myself. We put a panel in, carpeted it. You got the 1200 inverter there. That runs the coffee machine and anything else that we need in the back of the canopy. 30 amp DC charger. That inverter is actually wired to power points here and power points on the other side as well. And then we've got a 100 amp hour lithium battery, which is what powers everything up. That works well, but we are looking at changing to a slimline lithium battery that fits underneath this area, doesn't take up as much room in the canopy, and has a bit more storage capacity. So that's something we'll show you in the future. And we've got a Victron shunt monitor too, so I can just look on my phone and see exactly where my battery levels are at, everything like that. And I've got a little Victron solar regulator on the other side, which is what handles the 130 watt panel on the roof. We've got canopy door alarms, just in case you leave your canopy door up and you drive off and a little alarm goes off as soon as you take your handbrake off, which I actually learnt the hard way, unfortunately. You've got this is the switches for your lights here, so you can actually take those off the wall or turn all of them off like that. That just clicks on back there, and just a little holder for all my tent pegs, my hammer, so none of that goes missing, and a little holster for the Makita batteries in there as well. So coming around the back here, this is just a nice short tray. Like I said, it's 1600. It used to be a lot longer. It used to be 1800, and there was just too much overhang past the rear axle. Made it really painful to try and hitch up a trailer or a boat. We actually went over to Fraser and the boat winch smashed into the back tailgate, so we've cut that down. Still got a bit of storage, enough room on the back for your 20 litre jerry can for diesel, 4 kilo gas bottle. We've got the black recovery tracks on top, lock on there so no one can pinch them. And also just some LED lights that shoot out the rear when you're cooking with the barbecue at the back or something like that. Just a little recovery point there, and an Anderson plug in a weatherproof cover down there as well. So nice and simple. Moving around this side, this is basically where we've got the fridge, the Weber BBQ, and our drawer, obviously all on the passenger side, and that way if you pull up on the side of the road, you're not pulling it all out into oncoming traffic. It's smarter to have it on this side. We've got a 60 litre Brass Monkey fridge in there. That's just on a standard slide. It slides all the way out. I couldn't really justify paying all that money for a drop down slide, plus it probably wouldn't have fitted, and this is just a lot cheaper option. It only cost me $100 second hand. A little step to go with it as well. This never used to have a shelf above it. I've just sort of put that in to use wasted space, and that's all of our sort of cleaning up gear. We've got a power point on this side. This is the Victron solar regulator, a little switch panel with USBs, 12 volt socket. This here controls the light, and then obviously another canopy door switch there too. This slides all the way out so you can get your barbecue off. You got a little cutting board there for the missus to make your sandwiches or however. And also this lockable drawer comes out, just got our lights, cutlery, bits and pieces, coffee, important stuff. That just slides back in like that. And yeah, like I said, you've got more lights around there as well, and another LED strip light. So we've got another under tray toolbox down here. That's obviously got our recovery gear, straps, shovel, D-shackles, another LED light in there for night time. And basically this 1200mm canopy just works absolutely perfect for us. We've got everything in here. You don't have to go and spend a fortune just to get you out there exploring and to be comfortable at the same time. So yeah, absolutely stoked with how that's turned out. Righto guys, there you go. There's our dual cab ute build on a little bit of a budget. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe on YouTube, and we're keen to show you this thing out in action soon. So keep an eye out for more videos of Casey, Ben, myself, and the whole crew.